Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the periodic properties. Now what is the importance of these periodic properties? Why we are discussing this? Actually there are so many elements that we have which have different properties of chemical properties and the physical properties. Now we should have some definite rule to arrange that elements in a proper manner. So previously Mendeleev arranged the elements according to their atomic mass in a periodic table that is called by Mendeleev's periodic table. But we have the drawbacks, so many drawbacks for Mendeleev's periodic table. Now to sort out these drawbacks, the modern periodic table has been invented. So in this periodic table, the elements are arranged according to their atomic number. So next we will see what are the ionization energy of the elements, what do you mean by electron affinity, electronegativity, the screening effect, the shielding effect, and the effective nuclear charge. And also we will see what will be their trend, how they are changing according to the periods and along with the groups in the periodic table. So I have given you some of the study materials and also the assignments. So after each class you have to, what you have to do, you have to read the study material properly and do the assignment and submit it within the time. Okay, thank you students. So students, today we will start the chapter that is periodic table, which is our today's lecture. So today the objective of the today's class is we will see that what is the Mendeleev's and lower methods, Lothamier's periodic laws, what are the merits and demerits of their periodic table, what is modern periodic table, what will be the size effects, what will be the trend of the size along the groups and along the periods. Okay, now start the class. So Mendeleev and Lothar-Meyer periodic table, they have arranged periodic table. Mean, what is periodic table? Periodic table means we are having so many elements, right? So we should arrange that elements in such a manner so that we can easily memorize that elements. We can easily find out what are the properties of that elements, because each and every elements have some similarities and dissimilarities. So according to, if the according to the similarities, if we arrange the materials, arrange the elements, so we can we can put some of the elements in a group. So for that group the specific properties will be there. That is why we cannot memorize each and every elements, what will be the properties for each and every elements. Okay, so this is the importance of using uh, periodic table. Now what will happen, Mendeleev's and Lothar Meyer has arranged the elements according to their atomic mass number. Okay, so while they're doing they have done this type of arrangement, they have seen. So these are the some of the merits of the Mendeleev's periodic table. What are the merits? That is, we can have the systematic study of the elements. So he arranged the known elements in order of their increasing atomic masses, and considering the fact that the elements with similar properties should fall in the same vertical column. Okay, and correction of the atomic masses. Yeah, after this arrangement, also some of the correction has been made for the atomic masses of the some of the elements. And but and position of also we knew the position of the noble gases. Okay, noble gases like helium, neon, argon were mentioned in many studies. Okay, so also we can know the position of the noble gases after their periodic table. Now, what are the demerits? Some of the also we have some of the limitations, some of the demerits of Mendeleev periodic table. Here is the sum of the demerits. What are they? The position of hydrogen, exactly. The position of hydrogen we cannot know, because the hydrogen can be hydrogen has the similarities with the group 1a with the alkali metals, and certain properties also the similar to the halogens. So where we have to put the hydrogen. Next demerit was the position of isotopes. Isotopes means they're having different atomic masses, but of the same elements. So according to the Mendeleev's, we have to put the different isotopes in different groups, so which is not feasible. Okay, and so these are the some of the demerits that we have for the Mendeleev's periodic table. So that's why we have introduced the modern periodic table. So modern periodic table, what is modern periodic table? According to the if we arrange according to the modern periodic table, if we arrange the elements according to their atomic number, not the atomic mass, if we arrange the elements according to their atomic number, that only that time what will happen, the demerits of the whatever Mendeleev's periodic table will be sorted out. Okay, so the hydrogen can be here, the position of the hydrogen can be can be fixed. Okay, so this is the modern periodic table where the elements are arranged according to their atomic number, not the atomic masses. Okay, now we will see what are the some of the physical properties. Now we will see. So first of all, we will see what will be the size effect. Okay. Okay. So first of all, you should know this is our modern periodic table, and these vertical columns are called by the groups, and the horizontal rows are called by the periods. Okay, so these are the columns are called by the groups, and the rows are called by the periods. Okay, now look here, if we go to what is the size effect? Size effect, look, if we go down the group, what will happen? The size will increase. Okay, now why this is? And if we go towards the right side, so what will happen? The size will decrease. Now why this will happen? What will happen if we go down the group? What will happen? The extra shells are added along the surroundings the nucleus. The extra shells are added, and also the new electrons. So thus what will happen if the extra shells are added? So what will happen? The nucleus cannot hold the electron uh, that much properly. So what will happen? The size will expand. Understand? So while if we go down the groove, if the extra shells are added, so that is why what will happen? The nuclear charge, the nucleus cannot hold the electron, outer orbital electron, that much strongly. That's why the element will expand, and that's why the radius will be uh, increasing. Understand? So if you go down the group, the radius will be increasing. Now what will happen if we go towards the right side? If we go towards the right side, what will happen? That time the size will decreasing. Why the size will decrease? What will happen? If we go towards the right side, the uh, electrons are added, not the extra shell. The electrons are added at the same shell as well as the protons. So that means if we go towards the right side, what will happen? The nuclear charge will be higher. The nuclear charge will be increasing. So if the nuclear charge will increase, that time what will happen? It will it will hold the electrons, outer orbital electrons, more strongly. That's why if we go towards the right side, what will happen? The size will decrease. Is this clear to all? I'm again repeating. If we go towards the right side, what will happen? In a same shell, the only the electrons will be added as well as the protons. What will happen? That time the electron nuclear charge will increase. If the nuclear charge increase, so it will more strongly bound the outer orbital electrons. Okay, attract the outer orbital electrons. So what will happen? That time the contraction of size will take place. Understand? So that is why if we go towards the right side, that means the size will decrease. And excuse me. And if we go towards the down, towards the group, along the group towards the down, so what will happen? The extra shells are added. Extra shells are added. That's why the nuclear charge will not increasing that much. So the outer orbital electron are not holding with the nucleus that much strongly. So that is why the expansion of the size will take place, and so the size will increase. So down the group, the size will increase, and along the period, if we go towards the right side, the size will decrease. Is this clear to all? Yeah. Okay. Next, another property we will discuss, that is electronegativity. Okay, first we will discuss electron affinity, then after all we will discuss the electronegativity. Electron affinity trends. Okay, electron affinity. Now what do you mean by electron affinity? Electron affinity means if we want to add one electron, extra electron, to the outer orbital of any element. Okay, so the minimum energy released, that minimum energy is called by electron affinity. So electron affinity is the ability of an atom to accept an electron. The electron will be added. Okay, to accept an electron in a outer shell orbital, while it will be the neutral gaseous atom. Okay, so for a neutral gaseous atom, the one electron will be added in the outer orbital. For that case, when whatever minimum energy released, that energy is called the electron affinity. So what will be the trend of electron affinity? Obviously, electron affinity will increase towards the right side. Why increasing? Look, so electron affinity will increase towards the right side if you go towards the right side along the period. Why? Because towards the right side along the period, the size will decrease. Size will decrease. Why? Because the nuclear charge will increase. So if we add one electron, that electron also will be held by the nucleus very strongly. So that is why that electron will be stabilized, and that is why the energy will be released. Whatever energy will be released, that is the higher amount. Okay, so that is why the increasing electron affinity will increase. Again, if we go towards the down, or if we go, what will happen if we go towards the from bottom to up? If we go from bottom to up, what will happen? Again the size will decrease. Bottom to up, again the size will decrease, right? So again the size will decrease. That means nuclear charge will increase, and thus electron, whatever electron we are adding, extra electron we are adding at the outer shell, that will be stable. And what will happen? The maximum amount of energy will be released. So that is why the electron affinity will increase. Okay, so this is the trend of electron affinity. Okay, now electronegativity. What do you mean by electronegativity? Electronegativity means like electronegativity means the property, the tendency to attract the bonded electron towards itself. Okay, like if we have water molecule. Okay, so water molecule, what will happen? Water molecule, we have oxygen atom and two hydrogen atom. Now what will happen if the oxygen atom, the electronegativity of the oxygen atom is much more higher than the hydrogen atom? That's why what will happen? The covalent bonded electron will be pushed towards the oxygen atom. Okay, so oxygen atom has a tendency to pull the electrons, bonded electrons, towards itself. This tendency is called by electronegativity. And again, the electronegativity obviously increase towards the right side as the size will decrease. And again, from bottom to top, if we go from bottom to top, again the electronegativity will increase due to the size effect. So that is why this is the electronegativity. Now question is, what is the differences between electron affinity and electronegativity? So electron affinity means the extra electron, while we are adding the extra electron to the outer orbital of a neutral gaseous atom, whatever energy released, that is called, that minimum energy is called electronegativity, electron affinity, sorry. And electronegativity is the tendency to attract the bonded electron towards itself, that is called by electronegativity. So these are the some of the differences that we have. Okay. So this is the today's class, and next day we will discuss about the about one more important topic, that is the ionization potential, very important. Okay, and some of the questions also we will discuss. Okay, and so now I'm repeating again whatever topics I have taught today. So I'm repeating again. First of all, the Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, Mendeleev's periodic table, that means that is according to the atomic mass. Atomic mass, we are arranging they're arranging the elements. Okay, in the periodic table, and which is having some of the merits and demerits. To sort out that demerits, what will happen? The modern periodic table has been incorporated, which is where the arrangement of the elements are according to their atomic number, not the mass. Okay, so if we arrange the elements according to their number, what will happen, the sum of whatever the demerits we have, that will be solved. Okay, next we have discussed about the size effect. So what are the size trend along the groups and along the periods? Groups means the columns, all the columns in the periodic table, that is called groups, and this is the all the rows are called by the columns. Now for the groups, if we go down the groups, what will happen, the size will increase due to the addition of the extra shells, and thus the decrease in nuclear charge, nuclear force. And if we go towards the right side along the period, what will happen, the size will be smaller, as because the electron as well as proton will be added in the same shell, so the nuclear charge will increase, and thus the attraction force will increase, and thus the contraction will take place. So this is the size trend. Next we have discussed, that is the electron affinity and electronegativity. Electron affinity means the extra electron we are adding into the outer orbital electron, okay, into the outer orbital, and for that whatever energy is released, that is called electron affinity. And electronegativity, that means the tendency to pull the bonded electron towards itself, that is called electronegativity. And also for both cases, the electron negativity or electron affinity will increase towards the right side as due to the size effect. And for the bottom to up, if we bottom to up, if we go through the along the group, so again the electronegativity and electron affinity will increase. Okay, so these are the some of the topics that we have discussed. So thank you, students. You have to watch my follow my classes very well and properly, and submit the assignments within the time. Okay, thank you, students.